Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be on the San Marcos River, and we're going to be throwing around the Whopper Plopper. It's the Whopper Plopper 90, and if we can't catch any fish on that, then I'll be throwing my normal soft plastics to see if we can't catch any of those green fish that I'm always chasing. I just want to take a quick second to thank everybody for joining in. I've noticed that my subscriber count is continuing to climb weekly, slowly, I'll admit, but hey, it's good to see. It's good to see that people enjoy the content and are tuning in to watch my fishing videos. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and it encourages me to keep on producing content. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's go catch some fish. How's it going? This Whopper Plopper has some good action. Oh gosh. Oh, he just missed that one. Okay. I'm not done with the Whopper Plopper, but I gotta make a couple casts. I gotta make a couple casts with this rage tail. Just gotta. Oh yeah, horrible first cast. That's how I like to start. There's one. Perfect timing. Just turned the camera on too. It's a nice little fatty. Damn. Oh, shh. Okay. It's a nice little fish right there. What do we... Man, he's got some crazy colors on him. I don't know if you can see that, but he's kind of got some like turquoise blue. Pretty fish. I'm gonna go ahead and let this guy go. What are the odds of another fish being on this exact same spot? Probably pretty low, if I had to guess. We're gonna go ahead and not fish there anymore. There's one. A little guy. A real little guy. Absolute behemoth. Check that guy out. He went from my little rage tail there. But that's 2 bass in like 15 minutes after switching from the whopper plopper to the rage tail. And I don't think that's a coincidence. The San Marcos River is pretty, the fish are finicky and they don't really like big loud presentations. They're more into those subtle, smaller presentations. And I wouldn't call the whopper plopper a subtle presentation. It is definitely a little bit more rowdy compared to a soft plastic bait. So I think I'm gonna keep throwing this rage tail. The whopper plopper is probably gonna make more appearances, I would say, as the weather cools down a little bit, where I could throw it for a little bit longer periods. But while it's still really hot outside, I think it's gonna be more of a morning time, like early morning or late afternoon when the sun's setting kind of bait. But let's keep fishing and see if we can't pull out a couple more. Oh, good Lord Almighty. I know you saw that one. He swiped at it, and he took it. It must have been a tiny little bass. I'm actually gonna switch out baits here, so I'll see you guys in 1 second. Okay, I got a new lure on here. I just missed one off here, so it gets real shallow. It's a shallow little gravel bar right here. Current kind of picks up a bit, turns into more of a river versus a slow flowing lake. And whenever you get to that little pinch point, I feel like I can always catch a bass off of it. 1 or 2. I missed the first one, so maybe we'll catch a second one. Man, it has been a grind this morning, I won't even lie to you. We've got 2 fish, I think 3, well, I guess you could say it's been about 5 bites. I've missed a few small ones, but it's been brutal. It's super hot. It got hot really early. Here in Texas, we're kind of, especially in like the central Texas area, we're kind of in that heat bubble, and we've had a, I mean, too many to count 100+ days in a row. So it's been super hot. Today's no different. It's hot again. I think though today might be the last day of this heat, and then we're gonna be going back down into the mid to high 90s, which honestly sounds amazing at this point. But we're not too far away from that fall weather, and when that gets here, I'm sure the bite will improve here on the rivers, really anywhere for that matter. But we're grinding. We're gonna see if we can't pull up a couple more bass. Oh, there we go. No, he came off. Well, still got a bite. Good timing there. If I would have got him a little bit closer to the boat, I might have just declared that a catch, but I watched him spit it. I bet you can't guess where we caught it either. Right there on those elephant ears. That's the trick. That's the trick. That's the trick. They're not on all of them, but it seems like they're on a lot of them. Y'all are making me tired, man.
It's this guy, man. He's making me tired.
Y'all doing the water safari?
Next year, yes.
Nice, man. Good luck.
You gotta get him sick.
Yes, sir. Water safari is this crazy race you do. You start at the headwaters in San Marcos, and you take the San Marcos until it merges into the Guadalupe, and you ride that thing all the way to Sea Drift, which is at the coast here in Texas. So it's a pretty intensive race. So it looks like they're a two-man team, which means they got a lot of work cut out for them. I think it's like something like 250 miles or something like that. Nonetheless, let's keep on going. Although this laydown up here looks kind of nice. That's kind of the other thing about the San Marcos River. This stretch in particular, there's a bunch of laydowns. They all look really good, but they honestly don't all hold. I mean, I'm sure they do all hold fish, but I just suck, I guess, because I can't ever get them to bite. Also, I've got a nice little line twist here. F it, I gotta get out of the sun. It's beating me up. We just swapped out the battery. Ran out there. My lovely wife got me a new GoPro for my birthday, so we should have some better quality film. The only thing is these batteries run out a lot quicker than my Hero 3, which is what I was using. There's one. Come on, get up out of there. Ah, he's gonna get stuck up in here. No, there he is still. What a monster. Another mega bass there. Big old guy. Oh my gosh. He was ferocious. He took me straight into the lily pads, which is what I've kind of been waiting for one to do this whole time. But we managed to get him out of there. And now we're gonna let him go. He makes bass number 3 for the day. Adios, friend. So what I'm using here is the Rage Baby Menace. So this is a smaller little bait here. I think it's a 3-inch, yeah, 3-inch bait. But yeah, this is the watermelon red flake, and it catches a lot of fish out here. I think it's just a more subtle, smaller presentation, so you kind of get a wide variety of size of fish. I've caught 3-4 pounders on this little bait. I've also caught fish like we just saw, you know, like a little 8-inch bass. So kind of catches them all out here. It's a good go-to bait whenever you're struggling like today. You know, you just throw it on and cast it in these little shade pockets and hope for the best. But I'm gonna throw another one of these on and see if we can't catch any more. It's freaking awesome. That is a true Texas Longhorn right there. Pretty cool. These are the luckiest cows in the world. You know, they get the, like, think for a second about the cattle that are at my place. They've got one tiny little mud pond to drink water out of. These guys have a spring-fed river that they can just sip on in one of the worst droughts in Texas history. It's pretty crazy. Pretty lucky. If you were gonna be a cow, you'd probably want to be a cow out here. There's a fish. Oh, he got off. We're calling that a catch, though. We were calling that a catch. Because, I mean, it got, you know, it got here. It was pretty much in my kayak. Sort of, kind of. Also, I mean, those small ones are hard to keep on. They're so like full of energy. Man, I drifted quick into that crap. All right, one more. That was the first cast, by the way. I saw that and I was like, there's got to be some fish on that. It's a lay down, it's in the shade. It's got to be at least one bass in there. And there was. One new thing that I've been doing here is I'm using a chest mount instead of my normal hat mount. So the angle is going to be a little different than normal. But I just wanted to see, you know, the chesty is just a lot easier to use. That head mount, it gets a little annoying. You feel it gives you a headache sometimes, just because you can feel that extra weight just sitting on your forehead. The other thing is I haven't had the time to get a mic for this GoPro, so I'm kind of testing it out to see if I really even need a mic. Because if I can get away without not having one. There's a fish. Now get in my kayak. Oh my. Bro. I need to start setting the hook better, I think. Now that one really was a catch. I mean, if I was in a boat, if my kayak was 2 inches wider, he's falling inside the boat. So, not too concerned. But as I was saying, if I find out that I need a mic, I'll get one. But we're just gonna see. We're gonna play it by ear. No pun intended. Oh, that's gonna be, I'm gonna have to cut this. No, I'm not. That came out perfectly. Rare W's. Something hit that as soon as it hit the water. Ooh, yeah. The water feels good. Let's see if we can't find some shade around this bend here. We are getting a little wet here. It is. It feels so good. Good Lord. But yep, just cooling down a little bit. Probably gonna stop fishing. I might cast like in this little slack water here and see if I can't catch any little bass or anything. But for the most part, I'm just gonna chill out here for a little bit, swim, and then probably head back to the truck so we can go get some lunch. But I'll see you guys when we make a move. Ooh, that was a bass. I truly don't know how I haven't got a bite. There we go. Not the one I was going for. It's an interesting looking little fish. That might be a Guadalupe bass. Easy, man. Go ahead and get that parasite off you. Let you go. You know when the GoPro overheats, it's probably time to go home. So we're gonna start making our way back towards the kayak, and then we're gonna get on out of here. Make our journey back to the truck. We got about 3 miles to travel, which is pretty far.